So we are back with another episode of upcoming mods. I'm going to start this one off with some unfortunate or rather sad news. A lot of people at Fallout 4 New Vegas, or at least working on the mod, have unfortunately left. Currently the mod is looking pretty dead. This happened a few days ago. I just think a lot of people really only found out about it now, like it was publicized now. I did want to mention it in my video because again, this is an upcoming mod. The mod is not outright dead. Obviously all the work that has been done thus far is still well complete, but it's my understanding that a lot of people on the landscape and mapping side of things did leave, so right now they have a lot of cool items and things like that, but the world space itself is going to be set pretty far back, which is pretty fundamental to a mod like this. But again, there are still some members actually trying to revive the mod in some sense, maybe change the scope of it. As I did say, I think that would be a really cool method. Maybe just have a bunch of different items or a few quests in Fallout 4 associated with aspects of Fallout New Vegas. I think that would be really cool. Maybe some of the same characters or NPCs. Regardless, we're going to start this episode off looking at one of the power armors I've been showing you a lot of. This is the most updated picture of Jamba's new power armor. He did kind of just come back into the mod scene, as well as he brought a lot of cool stuff with him. Something he's done with a few of his power armors is actually these kind of glass enclosures rather than just a normal helmet. I really like this. I feel like it gives it a more futuristic look, and it also makes it feel more like a vehicle rather than just an armor set like many of the other power armors and the changes made with Fallout 4. They aren't really just a traditional armor anymore. It is again more like a vehicle or just a suit that does augment your abilities. All around it looks very cool, very promising. I really like the look and feel of it, especially in this image. It also is coming with that helmet, or that might be a separate armor set, but it has a very similar theme to this one. But yeah, hopefully you guys are hyped. I'm definitely hyped, and I think it's going to be pretty cool. So we have an update to the classic Super Sledge by WJS97. This is a mod I've showed you a ton of in the past. It's actually just been a while since we've had an update. I think the last one before this was in May. Regardless, this mod is looking extremely high quality. It's definitely looking very promising. This is only showing you the normal Super Sledge. I'll also include some older pictures to kind of give you a refresher of what this mod is all about. The latest images here, again, are really showcasing the textures. He does say this is the final texture, so it looks like this will be what you get on release, and frankly, it looks pretty awesome. In addition, though, some of the other features of this mod are some pretty cool and unique weapon modifications for it, things that make it feel pretty Fallout 4-ized. Obviously Fallout 4 kind of improving the weapon mod system way more than any of the other Fallouts, and for that reason you can get a bit more creative with something as iconic as the Super Sledge. I know there's a few other people working on Super Sledges. Flipdark is most notably. He does have one that's pretty far in development. I know it's been textured and modeled and all that, but this one's definitely going to seem like the one that's closest to release. I don't think we have a Super Sledge mod right now for Fallout 4, so this is going to be a pretty cool new release. I know a lot of people really love this, and more so than anything else, I think it'll just be cool to have it integrated into the level list and see it appearing again on Super Mutants. So we have one that I think a lot of you guys are going to be pretty stoked for. This is going to be an update to the hand cannon. A lot of you probably remember this as being part of the Cyberlight apartments. That was a world space mod that actually started as a weapon mod, but then turned into an apartment with a weapon, but then it turned into just an apartment and then two apartments. Yeah, the mod had a lot of changes, but regardless, it's a high quality mod you could download right now, but the weapon never made it as part of that mod. Now the mod author, Bloodmeat Away, is going back and actually redesigning the weapon. It is a kind of hand cannon. I don't think we have too many details as to what it's going to fire, but probably a shotgun or very high caliber round. But as you can see, it looks extremely high quality. Again, this is going to be a standalone weapon. There's going to be an aspect of this that does incorporate into Cyberlight apartments. He does say there's going to be one that's just kind of a themed version. It's going to be a normal hand cannon, but have the theme of maybe one of the two different apartments. In addition, I just think the weapon looks really cool. It has a really, I wouldn't say unique design and feel, but just almost definitive one. There's a few other hand cannon style mods out there, some revolvers that do massive amounts of damage, or the shot that we do have. I don't know, there's just something about the look of this one. It kind of has a tactical and modern feel, but in a classy way. It doesn't look silly or stupid. It still feels like something that maybe someone that is a strong silent type would carry around. All around looking very promising. As always, this mod has looked very high quality, and now I'm excited to hopefully get it in my hands very shortly. So then we have an AUG or AUG textures by the Shiny Haxorus. The Shiny Haxorus has posted a ton of great content for Fallout 4, the P90, the Scar H, some animations, 4 different weapons. All around, he's provided a ton of great quality content, and now he is taking on the AUG. Right off the bat, he does say this is not going to be part of Hyper's AUG mod. He does say it's going to be its own standalone project. I'm not entirely sure how to interpret that. I don't know if that means just these textures are going to be shipped on their own. Is it going to be its own AUG to download? But I guess we'll find out in time. Regardless, what we're focusing on is is these textures for the AUG. So there's going to be two different skins. One that's more of a gray traditional finish. There's nothing super crazy about this one. It definitely looks high quality. It seems like something you'll probably use because it has a kind of neutral feel. It seems like something that would blend in. It fits with the rest of the weapon as well as some of the different black attachments that you probably will use with it. And again, through all three of these different pictures, it does look very high quality. The one that's a lot more notable and loud is going to be that gold finish. This is very distinctive. I really like how he got down the kind of shine and reflection of this. It looks like it's actually gold. It doesn't just look like it's glitching out in game with Fallout 4. I really like the look of that one, and I can't believe I'm going to say this, but I could see myself actually using that maybe as kind of more of a joke or of a stupidly overpowered weapon. I do especially like the variety here. One is something that's a little bit more traditional, a little bit more boring, but kind of practical, while the other one's very loud and not traditional at all. And I think for that reason, these will appeal to a wide audience rather than just one of them on their own. So we have the announcement of a new kind of overhaul or larger scale mod that's going to be Fallout Aviation. There's not too much as far as in-game screenshots or anything like that as of yet, but we do have the concept as well as some of the concept art associated with it. So they do say the goal of this mod is to venture into Till Plains, a Badlands in Fallout Aviation, and discover technologies beyond your wildest dreams. From flying cars to fully automated cities, find out why Ohio is the birthplace of aviation and innovation, and there's nowhere left to go but up. So this definitely sounds pretty interesting. It seems like this is going to be a mod taking place in a new world space, that being Ohio, which was the birthplace of aviation. And in addition, it seems like they're going to add in a lot of cool and unique things. In Fallout 4, there's a lot of verticality. There's a lot more buildings to climb and things like that when compared to other Fallout games. But what this mod seems like it's going to do is probably create a ton of new assets and really change the feel of the game. Maybe you'll have more open landscapes and a lot more structures kind of focused being above ground. It also does say flying cars. That's something interesting. It's not something we've seen in the Fallout universe thus far. They are recruiting. They did link an email that I will have linked down below so you could send them maybe some work you've done in the past. All around, this is looking like it could be a pretty cool mod. I did want to kind of mention it because hopefully some of you guys will join and contribute to the mod, and we'll have an even cooler mod to download one day. But I also really like the concept behind it. You can find links to everything I did show you down below of this video. Let me know in the comments down below, out of all the mods I did show you, what is your favorite? I think I showed you a lot of cool stuff, especially for weapon mods. If you're a fan of weapon mods, you probably really enjoyed this episode. But yeah, that's pretty much going to wrap it up. As always, I thank you guys again for watching. I do hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you all next time. Later.